you have to have an answer, but to hold on to it jealously, or to think that if somebody disagrees or there's a critical voice, or frankly, an experienced and knowledgeable voice in the room, that to acknowledge that you're not quite there, or you haven't quite got it, or that it can be continuously improved as a train of thought, is again coming back to this idea of the ego. And I'm not just talking about it from a toxic perspective. I'm talking about the ego from the perspective that, well, I am what it says on the business card. I can't reach out. I can't ask for help. I can't say I don't know. I can't be corrected in front of all these people because I'm the top dog. And as the top dog, what does that say about me? That means I'm worthless and useless. And the self-talk, I think, that can come out of that situation is very much that. I was on a call the other day, and we were talking about, I think we were talking about education and leadership education. And I was corrected by somebody, or somebody put my point in a more succinct and actually better fashion. And, you know, it was odd because I acknowledged that that had taken place. But and I actually thought to myself, well, I'll write that down. I might just as well have thought, oh, here we go. Okay, I'm out now. I'm not going to speak again because 20 people in this room all think I'm useless and I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm supposed to know what I'm talking about. This is my field, and all that judgment. And I think if we're trying to navigate crisis and uncertainty and frankly complexity, if you take it away from authority and power, then we're talking about actually acknowledging that there's some vulnerability here, and the openness and the trust and the listening. Again, when you mentioned listening, I think is a key dynamic in creating a really holistic place from which you can constantly question and critically evaluate. I mean, it's like when I'm teaching students or when I'm lecturing, I always frame it in terms of a conversation, because I think all information should be a conversation. And I start off by saying, look, I may know my field, but that doesn't make me the expert here. I am here not just to impart knowledge to you, you're here to impart knowledge to me. By the end of it, hopefully we've all learned something and moved ahead, and we have some questions that are worth answering about what we're here to talk about.